welcome back to the Hewkii and Flammeus show.
Welcome back.
We're doing our album of the month.
And it's not
Uh,
our album this time. It's
it's
somebody
never been
else's
our album.
album. It's a it's a
Maybe we should
brilliant
just
al
do
huh?
one of our albums one time.
Maybe. Yeah. Actually, great
Nah,
idea. Why have we never thought of that?
because we use the songs for the outros usually.
Yeah. I mean that makes it line up. Everybody knows the song already.
That's true.
Songs.
Yeah, we
Well,
might do
I
that at some
suppose.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe at one stage we'll do that. Let's
But
see.
today we're talking about Owane's Yeah Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Quite a banger album.
It's a
I must say,
great
it's
album.
not quite again like shows very distinctly the difference in our taste in music, mine and yours. Um, I always like the lyrics and the singing. I want there to be a vocal part in my music most of the time, but you've gone deep into the instrumental realms, and this one is wow, this one's quite a trip, man. It was it's a fusion of everything. Like, and it's
Yeah.
so creative. It just has so much fun with music. It's such a I that was uh, yeah, probably what really stands out to me on this album is just the musical variety and
Variety.
fun,
There's a lot of
creative
meat on
fun.
the bone, I feel. It's maybe the album that I listen to more than any other album ever. And I can still come back to it almost a decade later. I think it's 8 years old now, this album.
Mhm.
And I've listened to it like all the way through those 8 years, and it doesn't really get old for me
Mhm.
because there's so much stuff in there, and I keep noticing new things and new little twists and turns and nooks and crannies.
Yeah, yeah. You can analyze the rhythm. You can analyze the chords. Were you talking about more like Easter eggs?
I mean that too. We can get into the discussion about the lick.
Oh yeah, you need to tell me where that is actually, because I only noticed it that one time.
It only okay.
Mhm.
So it appears 3 times as far as I know.
Okay.
Um,
For anyone who's not familiar, the lick is it like always in quotation marks, the lick,
yeah,
or italic, however, however you prefer. It's a ba ba da 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 do da. It's this very overused jazz phrase used
I
in a
see it.
lot of jazz solos.
I see it almost as the Wilhelm scream of music.
Yeah, I mean it's the Wilhelm scream of jazz, certainly.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe we can put in the original YouTube video, which compiles short bits of how it's used everywhere.
Yeah.
We can put it in there. We won't get a copyright strike because it's short bits.
Mhm.
But yeah, the lick, yeah, it appears in the bass solo on Love Juice, which is a banger
That's
of a
where I
bass solo.
noticed it.
Yeah. And then it appears in the synth solo on Born in Space.
Right,
Which is the
really? Okay.
Yeah. And what's funny is he teases the lick and doesn't give it to you, and then he gives it to you twice in the solo after he teases it.
Oh, okay. That's how you know it's no coincidence. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean that's one of the things I love about this album is like there's a subtle meme-ness to the whole vibe. You can
I think
sense
it's
the
very memed. I don't think it's subtle at all, honestly.
I mean the thing is like it's not a full on joke album, but it's like it's very silly in a
Yeah.
lot of this. And I think we had this discussion on the Stevie Wonder album about like virtual instruments, like virtual strings and whatever.
Mhm.
Um, and I think this album would not be better if it had a real saxophone on it. I think the fact that it has this MIDI saxophone just makes it so much sillier.
Again, I disagree 1,000,000%.
I think there would be like a meme quality lost if the saxophone wasn't like this silly meme
I
MIDI
see.
saxophone.
Oh man,
Uh,
it's just I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about me, but I gotta have it real. It just
yeah.
speaks to me more. I wonder if that's something for me to look into. I need
I
to.
think it depends on the music. If it was like a more serious jazz thing, I think it would make sense.
Well, define
Generally,
serious jazz thing.
it's less memey,
Okay. Less licks.
less licks,
Less the licks. Yeah.
the licks. But yeah, this album is like for somebody listening from outside, it may appear
Fewer.
just
Fewer. Fewer licks. Sorry. Fewer. Excuse me. To whom? Anyway.
what was I saying? Yes, for somebody coming from outside, this album may seem like it's like a full-on jazz album. But somebody coming from a
It ain't.
prog back, no, somebody coming from a prog background, it's more actually to my ears a prog rock album with like a jazz coding.
Did yeah, man, there's this bit in that one song called Something in Bangkok. What's it called again?
One Curl in Bangkok.
Yeah, I think that's a spoof of One Night in Bangkok. Do you know that song, by the way?
No, but it makes total sense. All the names in this song of this album are just it's very memey.
One curl in what's that? What kind of curl was he
It's
talking
probably
about?
like lifting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would think so.
Just getting the pump. Cue. We gotta cue the Arnold Schwarzenegger video right now. Best feeling at the pump. Is the
I mean, it connects. So there is a bit of lore to Owane's stuff. So he released his first album, Greatest Hits, which is like it's a ballsy move to come out the gates with your first album before you release anything, calling it Greatest Hits.
greatest hits? That's fucking. That's legendary.
And I think
No
there's a
way.
song on there called Gym Membership, and then on the next album called The Know, there is a song called Quitting the Gym.
Ah,
So there's some gym references in there. Um,
the
so
first song on Greatest Hits is called Bitches and Hoes. That's amazing.
there's one on there called Scare also.
No way.
Yeah.
Really? Skid. Wow.
Yeah.
And quite the cultured fella.
Yeah.
This
I mean, he
Owane.
is Norwegian.
Ah, okay, so he would know. All right.
And you can see like in a lot of his music videos, he's playing like out in nature with the Norwegian landscapes, and
Yeah.
then you can see them in
Landscapes.
landscape. Yeah, I noticed that one too.
Pl- the Norwegian fjords. I was gonna say something about. Oh yeah, one curl in Bangkok. It goes for the rapid fire bass drum metal style, just full metal style at one point. I was like,
And with like a crazy saxophone solo at the same time
yeah.
with a MIDI sax.
It's just like, what music genre did you want? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's got a fair
All
bit of
of them.
metal bits in there. Um, but yeah. Speaking about the song titles, I think my favorite song title of the album is Rock is Too Heavy.
You can't take off. We're
Yeah.
screwed.
But
What happens in that song again?
it's probably the most kind of rock and roll song on
Ah,
there.
rock. I heard you say rocket is too heavy for a second. Rock is too
Oh,
heavy. I got it. Okay. Ah, yes. Yeah.
it's a
That's a
good song.
banger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
See, it's so hard to remember which song is which when there's no lyrics. That's my point. Is
that
it?
that's especially this album.
Yeah.
Like even to this day, I've probably listened to it 1,000 times. I could hear a bit from one of the songs and not always know where it's from.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah, because
almost
you're not always looking, you know? You're not always picking up your phone. Like, what was this one called again? This is, ah,
right. And also
yeah.
because it's like it's almost like just one big guitar solo, the whole album.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it's a big old circle jerk
Yeah, but the
of
the thing
shred.
is, I mean, that's what I initially thought when I heard his music, but then over time I came to like appreciate it more like as just very sophisticated melodies that change a lot over time. It's very
Yeah.
melodic. It's not I don't hear it as shred wankery.
No, no. I mean, just like in the solos, sometimes it's at least for my taste, like it goes really hard with the shredding in a lot of the solos, but in terms of the songwriting and stuff, I think it's very
Right,
sophisticated,
right.
very smart as well in how it uses the odd meter in conjunction with the melodies and the chord progressions. you know?
Right.
It all
Yeah.
kind of makes sense in harmony. I really like it. The
Yeah, and that's also because
composing is excellent.
he does all the shit apart from the drums. Which
Oh
is
yeah.
insane that somebody's like this good at guitar, this good at bass and
Yeah.
keyboards.
The bass sound, dude.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. It's snappy. It's
Yeah, I heard
got that
what
crisp to it.
it's so crispy. Is it Groove of Satan that starts with the bass?
Yeah.
Or is it right? Okay, so I just
No,
heard
wait. The groove
or
is
is it Love Juice that I'm thinking about right now, the second
Love
song?
Juice has a heavy bass, but there's a Saturday Ends
Hmm.
starts with kind of a walking bass type sound.
Well, whatever, whichever song thinking of right now, I think it was Love Juice that I'm thinking of. It had the kind of bass sound that made me think the bass was MIDI. Like
Uh-huh.
it's so crisp. It's
Yeah, I
just
think you
like
said the bass solo in Love Juice. It's a banger of a bass solo.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a it sounds so clean.
Yeah.
I don't know how it does it. I
Yeah.
like not that I necessarily want to sound like that either. I don't want to sound like MIDI when I play, but um yeah, like God, it's so perfect. It's
Yeah.
so pristine.
Yeah, yeah,
How
yeah.
do you get that tone?
I mean, there's a lot of the guys that are coming from the prog world, especially at this time. They're kind of gearheads.
It's
Uh,
wild though. Like it sounds exact. You know what I mean, right? Like
yeah, yeah.
when you get the MIDI when you get the electric bass MIDI plugin in your DAW, and
Right.
it's just my immediate impression was always like nobody sounds like this. Like, you know. Like, but then this was the first time where I was like, oh, somebody actually sounds like that. Nobody
Yeah.
plays that clean, man. Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's probably a guitar player coming up through the bass type sound.
Maybe,
Maybe it's
yeah. Oh,
different if you.
is he a guitar player first?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, is a keyboardist first and then guitar, but
Wow.
primarily he considers himself a producer.
Wild. What a
Yeah.
talent.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, and I think the name Owane, I think that's an inflection of his real name Oyvind, or as we'd say in Icelandic, Eyvindur.
Mm.
So,
Hmm. Fjalla-Eyvindur.
yeah, yeah, and you can see a lot of the Norwegian influences, like of the landscapes, as I said, in the music videos and in the album covers. It's usually some landscapes coming in there, and with a few little Easter eggs. He has this little black baby doll who, in the music videos, plays the saxophone. It's just like
Oh yeah.
there's a whole lore to this. I haven't explored the whole thing, but you've got the multivitamin juice saga. You've got the gym membership.
The multivitamin juice saga.
Yeah, I think his fan base is called the multivitamin gang or something like this.
Huh. Well,
Because he had on the previous album, album number two, you had multivitamin part one and multivitamin part two, which is like a
mm. And wait, and
multivitamin juice.
this is the latest album or whatever.
I
Or has he released one since? He's released wait.
He's released collaboration albums and EPs since, but a solo full length, I don't think so.
He released a song called Taxman. Is that a Beatles cover? Do you think?
No, but it may be a reference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taxman. That one's. I
That's a
played that one at
banger.
my graduation concert. Actually, you know that song?
Of course, yeah, yeah.
Such a
I've gone
banger.
deep on all the Beatles albums apart from one or two, I think.
So good. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun, dun,
it's
dun.
one of my favorites. I can't remember of which album it is though, but
It's on. Ah, I always confuse Revolver and Rubber Soul. It's one of those.
I think it's Rubber Soul. I would guess it's Rubber Soul.
I'm gonna go Rubber Soul as well. Do you want to bet?
Yeah.
Rubber
Mm,
Soul.
I mean, we're not betting if we're betting on the same.
No, it's not. It's the first song on Revolver, right?
Oh, okay. You had it right. There's something rubber solely about it, though.
Yeah, it's holy rubber solely, you could say.
Yeah, it is.
Boom. Da-da. So I like the challenge of sorry for the Beatles
No, bring it
segue
in.
here. We're about to dive into that to freaking plug in the bass over here. Because like if you're familiar with the bass line from Taxman, it goes boom, da-dum, ka-dum-gum, boom, ba-dum, ka-dum-gum, and like singing as you're playing that. Can you hear my bass right now?
Yeah, yes, I can.
So, um, let me tell you how it will be. There's one for you, 19 for me. 'Cause I'm the taxman. Yeah, I'm the taxman. I practiced that for weeks. I was like, how do I? Because it's so like you think it's just one hit on the octave, but it's
Yeah,
actually
I never
two,
noticed the
right?
double hits there. Little tongue twister vibes.
Yeah. And there's so much like soulful articulation in Paul McCartney's bass playing.
He's the one that sings the song,
No, George Harrison sings it.
right? Okay, so
This is a George Harrison song, and it's really cute about the Beatles. Paul McCartney always really like did his best to create awesome bass lines for George Harrison songs.
oh,
This is one of those cases. And then later in the song, when it goes, "When you drive a car, I'll tax the street," it's like a bridge part that only comes once. I don't even like. Doom-ba-ding-ka-doodly-doo. Yeah, right. Ah. Anyway, it's hard. That's what I'm saying.
it is hard. Yeah, I can
Like
tell.
really, really surprisingly. Thank you for not one-upping me this time. Just kidding.
Now do the lick.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think the
Yeah,
Beatles
yeah.
ever did the lick?
Probably.
They made a lot of music.
Yeah, and they were influenced by jazz. Or, like indirectly, they were influenced by the American popular song, which is what became jazz standards
Right.
later on. I
Makes
mean,
sense.
this is the best music that was being made in the world at the time, is what Paul McCartney once said. And I am inclined to agree.
Yeah.
And isn't it crazy how all of that has spiraled into Owane's Yeah Whatever?
Right?
What a journey.
Yeah,
This
it's
kind of
got
album would have been unimaginable at that time.
that's true. Yeah, yeah. And also just because you had just technological limitations. You couldn't have a guy like this just, creating an album on his own in his bedroom with
Now
his
you can make now you can make Suno do it.
oh yeah. Fuck shit. Yeah. I'm doing my best to remain zen about this, but that shit
Yeah.
drives me up a wall.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, like people have fun with it or whatever, but like when people come out the gates bragging about their Suno music, that's when I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
try to hold it in.
That's
I
like
made this.
that's the grammar Nazi listening to somebody make a horrible grammar mistake. It's
Right?
like
Yeah.
I apparently like
Right.
that David Mitchell said it on said once. He was like, what if oh yeah, I took all this time to learn where the heck an apostrophe is supposed to go, and now apparently it doesn't matter. So I want the time it took to learn that back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
that
to
one.
use the analogy of like you're running a marathon and then somebody comes in a car and beats everybody in the race and then he's like,
Yeah. It's
showering
like,
himself in champagne. Like
fuck yeah, guys. Fuck you losers. Get on my level.
anyway, no. But, I don't really care about it as long as it's labeled. If you can tell it's AI,
Mm.
then I don't care about it.
Yeah.
But you know, if
Amen.
it's causing this confusion, if you don't know, because like appreciating music is actually appreciating the process, more so than just the end result. And now what the
Totally.
AI stuff is adding to the mix is you don't really know how stuff is created, so you don't really know what standpoint to appreciate it from.
Hmm.
You know, somebody was showing an example recently in an Instagram reel, like some kind of a sculpture. Like, imagine how you appreciate this if it's handcrafted versus how if it was just 3D printed.
Yeah.
The result is the same, but it's the process that gives it the
Totally. Yeah.
yeah,
If it's manufactured, if you see 10,000 of them side by side, it's like whatever.
right. Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
but I would like to I want to get a little pushback on that point. I think
yeah, okay.
it's not clear to me which one is more important, how the music was made or the end result itself. It's not clear to me that the process is more important than the end result.
No, no. I mean, the end result has to be good. You can have horrible sounding music that was created in a very impressive way, but it sounds like shit. No. But if either one is missing, you can have amazing sounding AI music, I guess. But if it was created by push of a button, it's just there's nothing
Honestly,
artistically
yeah,
interesting
I'm
about
waiting. I'm waiting for the day that an AI song just makes me bounce,
it.
just takes me for a journey.
Right. I mean, to be fair, I've had a few of those moments, but you can always like tell that it's AI. You can always tell that it's slop.
Yeah, I'm so not exposed to this right here. Just
Yeah.
doing a master's degree in jazz performance in Germany. I mean, we're all about playing our instruments, obviously, and creating music with our fingers and our
Yeah.
voices. Um, I don't really, honestly, I haven't even participated in this discussion. People keep asking me all the time, like, as a musician, doesn't this bother you? And I'm always just like, I I never
No.
honestly waste a thought on it. I don't know.
No. It is much less of an issue for live performing musicians and musicians of your
Right.
ilk. It
That is true.
feels more threatening for electronic musicians. Um, but I'm doing my best to kind of cope with it
Musicians
and,
of your ilk.
I meant that in the most respectful way.
Music racism.
No, no, it's like I would actually like to get closer to that at some point.
Blue collar musician.
Right. No, I would like to, get more into playing live and stuff like this. But mm,
Yeah, we got to do more of that together, man. I'd
true,
love
yeah,
that.
it's kind of difficult for me to find the right people to play with in
I
Iceland.
mean,
Such a
you are
small.
on, I'm gonna be very brutally honest with you right now. You take up a lot of space when
Oh
when you
yeah,
play.
that's true.
You're kind of hard to play with sometimes.
That is true. But that's the thing. I like that I can get together with people and like somebody can uh work with that. It that doesn't really feel like a problem. That I can have my space to do crazy shit and somebody can call me out if I'm overstepping, you know. It's yeah. I think I'm hard to play with, but I'm sure there's the right people exist out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to think I'm one of them.
Yeah,
Hope
yeah,
so,
yeah.
at least.
I think we'd have a pretty good chemistry. But yeah, where did we start off and how did we end here?
Well, where did you come from? Where did you
Mm,
go? Well, we were talking about AI all of a sudden.
yeah,
So that's a hot topic these days. Did you see that Adam Neely video? That like 1.5 hour long one? Did we talk about this already? I don't remember.
I've seen some of his stuff. He's really not happy about the situation, and I kind of agree with him
Hmm.
in most of what he says, if not all of what he says.
About AI, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, you're talking about he was talking about how it's become a part of music education, even like it's. I didn't check out the whole video, but
Hmm. Yeah, he seems like the guy. I don't remember his name. The Suno CEO. He's he's intent on turning music into almost like a gaming experience. Keeps He's talking about like how the music industry is 50 times smaller than the gaming industry in terms
okay,
of capital. and or I presume in terms of capital. I don't know in what other terms he'd be talking about it. So you can make a lot more money off gaming than you can off music. And he was talking about turning music into this kind of interactive gaming experience and giving people that experience of just programming a song essentially really quickly, but just
All right.
inputting that.
Essentially, just dumbing it down more and more and more until everybody can do it without any skill,
Exactly,
right?
like a little bit how you can play a video game character who knows how to shoot and run and stuff, even though you don't, I suppose.
Oh man. Yeah. And then he said also some other stuff like, it's nobody enjoys the process of making music. Did you see that part? The Suno
Oh yeah,
band.
nobody enjoys the process of right.
Because you have to get really good at an instrument, you have to do all the shit, and this is
Yeah,
the
he
the
absolutely
climate.
misses the point. Yeah,
This is the climate today. Is like, why would you spend time getting good at something if you can just like
exactly.
do it instantly with the push of a button?
Instant gratification is the way,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
This is freaking this is the plot of Pinocchio, man. This is
It's also like the logical end conclusion of this is the fat people in Wall-E
exactly.
in the chairs, where the machines do everything. Because like technology is always about outsourcing to some degree. But if you go all the way with it, you just end up actually doing nothing.
Oh
And
yeah.
and I had this with my ex-girlfriend. We had this moment at some point, like, we were traveling France and stuff, and we were like, like I wonder if there's something important lost with having everything on the phone, with having, the maps. And imagine if we had a real paper map and a fucking compass or something, and we were
Yeah.
to navigate that way. And with convenience, I think there's something lost every step of the way.
Mhm.
And so we actually challenged ourselves to like, okay, we're not going to look up where this place is. We're going to go and ask people, and it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable because we're used to just checking where everything is on the phone.
Yeah.
And so we're just
But now
going
you
up to
gotta
strangers like,
ask.
hey, wait, is this in this direction? Okay, we're heading there. We're kind of, but we're like guessing and trying to navigate. And it was so much more fun trying to travel in this way.
Totally. Becomes
Yeah.
an adventure.
Yeah. And I
Yeah,
think
you
this applies to a lot of stuff. Like whenever you outsource to convenience more and more, you lose something.
yeah. Yeah,
But
you
it's
always
convenience
lose
is,
something.
yeah, but convenience is great as well. But it's like, you know, there has to be a balance point somewhere.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's a great mistake to think that you can enjoy, like you can just have the pleasure without the pain, essentially. Like
right.
that's the basic spiritual principle that this comes back to, as
Yeah.
far as I can see.
Hmm.
Um, like you can really, there's this great chapter in The Prophet. You know that book? So it's like this famous, not what's the word? Like it doesn't rhyme, but it's a poem basically for an entire book. But it's
Who wrote it?
freely handled. Uh, his name is Key. Oh no, forgot his name. Gibran is
Ah,
his last name. Key Heil. Key. Somebody's gonna correct me for this one.
okay.
Um, but it's yeah, and they made a movie out of this where Liam Neeson is the prophet. Um, and he's a voice actor actually. It's an animated movie.
Hmm.
So it's like this Christ figure basically, and his speeches, his pieces of advice to the people that keep asking him questions, and he gives them like these poetic answers to these questions. And I think one of the questions was maestro, or whatever. It's very, very Christian, very biblically set up. So it's like, maestro, talk to us about pleasure and pain. I don't know how it's put in the English version, by the way. I have the Icelandic version, so I'm translating here. Um, and he's like, know this: if pleasure eats at your table, dines at your table, then pain sleeps in your bed.
I've
Is one of
heard
the lines in
versions of
that, and
this. Yeah.
it's such a banger line, man. It's like you really can't have one without the other. You really
Right.
gotta go through the pain to get to the pleasure.
Right.
Um, and if you take the pleasure first, then you're gonna get some pain later.
Right.
That's
And the
there's
the
no exceptions.
and the profit motive with technology is always to create the most. pleasure with as little pain as possible.
Yeah.
So we've gotten more and more of just instant gratification, more and more and more extreme to the point where it's almost comical now, like with where people can only handle like 10-second videos before they click off.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. We're perpetuating this lie
Yeah.
that you can have pleasure without pain. I mean, that's the ego's lie. That's the ego's perspective. It keeps
Right.
saying, "No, come on, let's go get the pleasure. Get away from the pain. Get away from the pain. Let's go get the pleasure. Come on, let's go."
Right.
And you're like, yeah, and you want to believe that it's possible to always avoid pain and always get pleasure, but it's not. Uh, And it's so profitable though in the way that society is vibrating in the modern age, to have something to participate in this lie and be like, "Hey, you know what I got? I think you're looking for pleasure, right? And you're trying to get away from pain. I got I got the good stuff, Here, you want to keep thinking you can, you know,
Yeah.
only enjoy this experience and never go through anything hard."
Right.
Um,
But then there's the difference between pleasure and satisfaction. And how I've heard it described in terms of neurochemistry, the dopamine system is the pleasure system, and the serotonin system is the satisfaction system.
Right. Yeah. So you like dopamine, quick, like a quick kick, and
Yes.
serotonin.
Serotonin is like a deeper, it's satisfaction. Um, so,
So just got some actually from this delicious cacao that I was drinking.
right? Yeah, it's very satisfying. Yeah, it is.
So okay, yeah, yeah. Get into the slow gains. Get it
Right.
like we need to be normalizing not getting quick fixes, but getting slow gains instead, because
I
that's
think
really where it's at.
the pendulum has to swing back to that point at some point soon because it's gotten
Yeah, I
so
mean,
ridiculous.
exactly. Like it always comes back to for me, man. Like we're gonna at some point collectively realize that what we're doing right now is fucking whack. We gotta stop. Like this is making us fat and depressed, and, and we don't
Frying our
want that.
dopamine system. It's like,
Yeah,
on TikTok, fucking sipping hyper caffeinated drinks with
exactly.
both your upper and lower lip filled with nicotine pouches at the
Oh yeah.
same time.
Scrolling soft porn on Instagram. Like what? Check out all these chicks, man.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah.
that's so
Yeah,
funny. Yeah,
because it really is a self-deception, It really
right.
is and it's the more you're steeped in it, the harder it gets to back out because the
It's
more
just
pain you would
drugs.
have to face. Yeah, exactly.
It's just drugs. It
Yeah.
feels great for a second, and then you adapt to that, and then the bar moves and it goes further and further away.
Hmm.
But yeah, to relate that back to music, sometimes I wonder if music was just more
And
in a
it makes
healthy.
me wonder. Yep.
It does. Uh, Sometimes I wonder if music was in a better place where it's like the gatekeeping was so much stronger in the sense that you had to go to a studio and there was a lot of hoops to go through to actually make a song. So making a song was was an accomplishment in and of itself.
Yeah,
So it was kind of rare to hear good stuff.
exactly.
Um,
Whereas now it's like press of a button.
yeah, but I do think maybe the gatekeeping may have been too strong in the past
Yeah,
because
it's
it
definitely good to make it
excluded
accessible.
people. Yeah, because if you didn't have any money or it had some limitations there, that you basically couldn't make music.
Yeah.
And I've enjoyed the fact that I can do it myself at home, but I don't know. I feel like there's something lost when you can just do it all at home as well, even if I've done most of my music that way.
Yeah. Convenience
Yeah.
again. Yeah,
Mm.
the really big, great, enjoyable, memorable experiences of life always come from enduring some hardship and then emerging like a beautiful butterfly
Right.
afterwards. Going through the
Right.
studio process, doing hard stuff, or yeah, you know.
Right. But then on the flip side, it's like you get the fetishization of suffering.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's a
the
fun line.
Christians that whip themselves or whatever they do.
Yeah, yeah. That thank Jesus for dying for their sins.
Right.
They never
Oh.
go into what their sins are. Actually, they're it's just like,
Yeah.
what do we do wrong? I don't know, but thank the Lord for dying for it. That's a great move.
Yeah. Oh.
Anyway, dude, I just remembered this book that I was reading, another which goes very, very deep on this topic of pleasure and pain and like how you have to go through the hard experience to get through the good. It's called The Wisdom of Insecurity by Alan Watts, and it is a banger. I know you know Alan Watts, but you
Oh,
may
I
not
love
have.
the guy.
Yeah,
Yeah. I've
you may
listened to
not have.
him a lot. I haven't read anything by him though.
I like if you just hear him talking on stage when he's giving his talks, he's so freaking eloquent.
Yeah.
And when he's writing, when you're writing, you got like 10 times more time to think about what you're gonna say and how
Right.
you want to put it. So his that is just it's like poetry the whole way through. It's a beautiful book. It's so much fun to read. And he
Such an
makes
interesting character.
makes such interesting points in that book. Basically, like the core of the message in that book is like if you increase your capacity for feeling pain, then you simultaneously increase your capacity for feeling pleasure. You can't like you can't deepen into the pleasure without deepening into the pain simultaneously.
Hmm.
And that's really the human conundrum because we have, at least according to some, and I'm inclined to agree that we have the most advanced kind of nervous system and therefore the most advanced kind of consciousness or the most nuanced type of experience
Yeah, I think
uh,
so too.
in the animal kingdom, and we like have the highest capacity therefore for experiencing pleasure and pain in all these different ways.
Hmm.
And so we really run into this problem of thinking we can run away from the pain and only chase the pleasure, only get the pleasure,
Hmm.
not realizing that we have a great capacity for experiencing both.
This is so interesting because he was like a pretty hardcore alcoholic, right?
Yeah, yeah, he was a horrible example.
Yeah. But some people may say it's an excuse, and maybe it is, but he like spiritualized that whole thing of like, it's a part of his whole process. That was part
I'm,
of his whole human experience, you know.
yeah, I mean, true. In the eyes of
Relating it
God,
to
of
what you're
course,
saying
it's
of
like,
like, deepening your capacity for pain, you know.
right. So it was like,
It may have just been an excuse for wanting to drink a lot.
or he was like, yeah, I'm gonna have a really deep hangover tomorrow, so I can be really happy when it's gone. That's what we're going in for.
It's like with the Icelandic Christmas food, where
Oh
we
yeah,
eat the fermented ray before
yeah.
Christmas Day to make the
Yeah,
Christmas food taste really good. It's
honestly,
contrast. Yeah.
even better than fasting. Fasting makes anything taste good as well.
Yeah.
But eating that fermented manta ray is God.
Yeah. And then people grow to love it. It's like
hmm
it's uh it's weird how things that taste shitty, if you just form some kind of a bond to it, it becomes good.
hmm
Like
Yeah.
nobody who tasted alcohol for the first time was like, this tastes fantastic.
Yeah. Or coffee for that matter, probably. Like tastes like shit. When you're a kid, it's like, ah,
Yeah.
Jesus. It's like it's as disgusting as grandpa's tobacco. It's just like
Yeah.
fucking snuffing that up the nose, grandpa. Ugh. The
Yeah.
hell, that's gross.
Yeah.
And then you're
So
like, oh wait, it's kind of addictive.
because you associate it with the good feelings.
Yeah.
Oh, but but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway, we were talking about Owane
Yes.
and keep going on these tangents.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a
Welcome to the
part it's a
show.
it's a part of the album of the month by now. If
Yeah,
you
yeah.
haven't caught on to it, we go way off and we come back at some point.
We
Uh,
yes.
But I don't know if there's a lot more to say about the album, honestly, unless there's like any particular song or anything that caught your
I
attention.
Yeah, I mean, I really want to fact check now if One Curl in Bangkok is a Murray Head reference, if it's a reference to the you know that song? One night in Bangkok makes a hard man humble. Not much
I would
between despair and ecstasy.
I would guess it is. I think
Okay.
another funny thing about the names, the a lot of and honestly, it took me years to uh, get the joke here, but a lot of albums have like a Japanese bonus track for some. I don't know why it's Japanese
Oh yeah,
always,
you
but
told me about this.
Japan gets bonus tracks for some reason. I'm curious to know the reason why. But the last song on this album is just called Japanese, and it's a bonus track. You know, and I always thought it was just a bonus track, but then it just dawned on me like, you know, 2 years ago or something. Like, wait, no, it's a play on the Japanese bonus tracks that are always present.
That song is such a freaking banger, dude.
Yeah,
I
it's a great song.
It might be one of my favorites on the album.
Mine too. Yeah. It's got this funny James Bond fake horn intro and a lot of variety to it. It's the longest song as well. Um,
Japanese bonus track. But it is a bonus track. It's
it is a
like
bonus track, but I don't think it is actually a bonus track. It's just called bonus track to
for the
ha
memes.
for the memes. Yeah.
For the tulips. Give a little Tiny Tim reference here, since
Yeah.
that is your Zoom username for this
Yeah.
call.
For this call, gotta find fresh, new, exciting ones every time. And it's so funny. Sometimes I have to go into more serious meetings and I catch myself last second, like, wait, no, I'm called Michael Jordan today.
Sup, guys? Oh yeah, I'll be. You get cancelled for that, man. Some white boy shows up.
Yeah.
Who this?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
man.
Well, anyway, shall we call it?
I mean, yeah, I don't think there's anything more to say really, unless I mean, I did want to, point out that I was struggling not to laugh earlier in the show when you had the fan going off. It was
Oh,
like
yeah.
you were on stage with the wind machine in your hair and your
Wait, let me
shirt.
get that again. We
Yeah.
got Zoom cancels out the background noise happily. Well, there we go. Yeah, we got one lock of hair over here. That's
It's
it.
dramatic. It's
It's
good.
getting real hot in southern Germany right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe one thing to finish. What do you think about like since you said you don't necessarily want your bass sound to sound like as perfect as it does in this album. What do you
Yeah.
think about the kind of the hyper polished sound of this album and in prog music in general?
Yeah, it's too polished for me,
Yeah,
certainly.
yeah,
I like it a little rough.
yeah. And it's funny because the album is called Yeah Whatever, which is kind of like, could
Yeah.
almost be a Nirvana album title. It gives off a very nonchalant vibe, but it is quite chalant. But it's
Chalant.
it's I
I've
think
never
it's
heard
quite
that.
no, I don't even know if it makes sense, but it has to be the opposite of nonchalant.
Yeah.
But
Like
I think
finite, the opposite of infinite.
right, yeah, finite.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, it's not good. Um, no, but I was just gonna say I really vibe with kind of the nonchalant mixed with the careful attention to detail at the same time. Because you can sense there's a careful attention to detail in this music, but it's like it doesn't strike me as uptight. It's very playful,
Yeah.
and it's cool. It is. I think it kind of lives up to the name in a weird way, not in the same way as Nirvana would, but it's like in a
Yeah.
it's a different type of nonchalant.
Nirvana would have found a different way to get there. But
Yeah,
I would have gotten there as well.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, man. I just, growing up with the Beatles, I really, like, I just got so instantly used to the recording technology of the 60s, and
Yeah,
that was kind of the standard for me. And
right.
I came to really appreciate the rawness that comes with that kind of sound. It sounds to me it signals authenticity to hear that a song has just been like it's not like every element has been recorded one after the other, one on top of the other, and kind of carefully produced, and every sound has been placed, in EQ just right and over there,
Yeah,
and everything's perfectly maneuvered to give you the optimal soundscape.
right.
Um, I do like optimal soundscapes, of course, but the kind of rawness and authenticity and vulnerability, you might say, as well, is more important to me. But especially when it comes to the vocal performance. But what
Right.
I was going to say, just to finish the thought, was I really like hearing that everything was recorded all at once, like the Beatles did their first few albums. They just
Right.
went into the studio, 10 hours, and an album was recorded.
There's a certain chemistry that forms. But I think it gives like a certain sound, but each approach offers different opportunities, I think. Like I
Yeah.
think an album like this one would have been practically impossible to execute. I mean, it could be executed as a performance, but not in the same way, I think, because it's so detail
I
oriented.
mean, yes. Like, if you think about like jazz fusion bands like Weather Report,
Right.
they definitely would have had the skill to execute an album like this in
I
one
think
go.
so, yeah. I
Yeah, and
mean,
there's
yeah, yeah,
definitely
yeah.
there's
It
there's jazz
exists.
cats of high caliber who
Sure.
could pull this off.
Right.
Yeah,
But I still wouldn't expect it to be as pristine. And especially because it's one guy doing all the stuff, so that also offers like a different approach because then you can align things very accurately to your own specific vision.
yeah,
So that's
yeah,
where a lot of
totally.
the creative interplay between the different parts happens,
Hmm.
um, which I think is possible to do in collaboration, but it's more difficult.
But wait, okay, again about emotions, about vulnerability and stuff in music like this. Because okay, I'll tell you where I get emotional vulnerability in music. It's in the vocal performance mostly,
Hmm.
and it's in the tiny imperfections in the guitar performance. For example, like a blues solo,
Right,
any good blues solo needs to have a couple out of tune notes. Otherwise, it's like just a bend that doesn't quite reach the note or whatever. It just gives it that much more soul that it didn't quite get there, you
right,
know? Like little imperfections or a little out of tune note, like Bono hitting a falsetto. Like he's a couple cents high or a couple cents low. It's like no
right,
exceptions almost, but it's awesome. It's
right,
iconic because it's not quite perfect, and that's what
mhm,
makes it human for me. And
right,
John Lennon is another great example of a vocalist that I love for this reason. Like he's technically great, obviously. He's not on Ella Fitzgerald's level by
right.
any means, not even close as a singer. But he has that kind of vulnerability to his performances that just make them so enjoyable to listen to. So where does the emotion come from for you in an album like this? What is it about it that moves you?
I mean, I think it's all about style. I think in certain styles it fits to have more imperfect sounds, and but I think it serves different styles in different ways. I think this music, I think it's a lot about the playfulness, the and the creativity, and the exploration,
Hmm.
pushing of boundaries, kind of surprise twists and turns and stuff like this. That is the emotional excitement I get from it. It's not, I mean, I think there's a lot of emotion in the playing as well.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but
totally.
it is quite kind of calculated. But
Yeah, it's
prog
very
is that way. So
pristine.
you win some, lose some. It's always um, a trade-off game. And I'll definitely go and listen to the Beatles and switching between prog music and blues. I enjoy all of it for its own merits. Um, but I just think, yeah, I think you gain certain possibilities with doing everything because when you're doing everything kind of perfectly, I think you can almost fit more stuff in there at once.
Yeah,
You
true.
can you gain more possibilities. You can construct in more aligned ways a lot of different parts.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, yeah, that's my
True.
take on
True.
that.
That's a great point, actually, that you can fit more stuff in there if
It's kind of like
everything's
classical
optimally
music.
placed.
A lot of
Yeah.
classical music is a similar approach. If you had one of the violins doing like a little off pitch bend at one point, I think, it may offset the harmony of the higher structure.
Yeah.
Um, so it's horses for courses in that in that regard. Um, but yeah, that would be my take on that. Because I see a lot of people, they play these kind of games of like, you lose emotion when you play in this way, and I think I see superiority complexes coming from both ends of the spectrum,
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
I've always just really enjoyed listening to both ends of the spectrum for different reasons.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah. I'm more into the raw end of the spectrum so
right.
far, at least. And I've definitely had. I don't think I'm there anymore, but I definitely have been in the superiority camp as well.
Right. As a guitar player who likes to play fast, you run into this all the time. Like, the boomers, it's with their blues bends. Like, bro, if you play fast, you're not playing with any emotion, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, it's all just
It's just scales,
like Van
man.
Halen. Yeah.
Right. No, I think Van Halen plays with so much emotion now. He's having if you look at him play live, I don't think I've ever seen anybody have as much fun playing music ever.
Yeah.
You know,
It's killing it.
just jumping around,
It's just
big old smile on his face. It's like,
thinking about the groupies.
yeah. Yeah.
Kidding, kidding. I'll cut that out.
No, we'll leave it in.
No. Well, anyway.
Oh, wait. One thing I forgot to mention about this album.
All right.
So when it came out, 2018, it was exactly when I was going on family vacation in Tenerife, and and I was just listening to it all the time by the pool, sipping mojitos, and it has such a summery vibe for me, this album.
Mm,
Um,
I see that.
and and so I had been working on an album with a side project called Pixel Dream. And the album was almost finished, but I had to wrap up all the projects. And when I'm about to head home, a friend of mine who was sitting my dog, he lets me know like, "Hey, bro, um, I actually deleted everything off of your computer."
No.
I was like, "No, you're joking." He's like, "Nope, it actually happened."
Oh.
So what happened? I'm a messy character. I had my desktop full of shit all over the place. And he was doing stuff on my computer. He wanted to move everything into a single folder to clean up the desktop. So he copied everything, put it into the folder, and then deleted the rest. And then he noticed he did a copy shortcut and not an actual copy. So he just deleted all the originals and all my projects.
Oh my God. What was he doing on your computer, man? What? What did he do that? What did he do anything? What?
I think I told him
Jesus.
he could, hang out on my computer or whatever.
Oh,
But
Jesus Christ. What did you do? Did you have backups?
no, it's just
Oh,
gone.
it was just gone?
But the
How
thing is,
much work was it?
I had the thing is I had almost wrapped up the Pixel Dream album, so I had audio files of most of the songs, so I could kind of fill in little parts here and there to wrap up the album, and I managed to wrap it up pretty good, you know, with all things considered. Uh, but I remember I was practicing detachment at that time, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do
This
my
was.
best to let this go.
Oh,
It's the
yeah,
biggest
yeah.
test. What I said to him was, well, don't think about it too much. Just put this new Owane album into your ears and go for a walk.
Oh, yeah. So you were like, okay, universe, I'm gonna practice detachment. Universe was like, all right, son,
Yeah,
see if you can handle this.
I did. I think I did pretty okay. I was like, I carried a little bit of a grudge, like for a little while, because it was a
I
pretty big
mean,
fuck up.
I would have stabbed the guy, honestly. I would
Yeah,
have, like,
to be fair, he had a lot of friendship points in the bank, so he had.
okay,
If it would have been somebody else, maybe I would have.
I would have stabbed him in the foot in that case. Like,
No, but yeah, I did the best I could with the detachment there. So,
wow.
and managed to wrap
In
up the album later. So,
Incredible. So yeah, everybody check out Owane's yeah whatever and
yeah,
remember the phrase yeah whatever when somebody deletes all your hard work.
bro, it
You
was
have to
like
step.
hundreds of hours of stuff.
You were just like, yeah, whatever. Going for a
Not
walk.
quite. I was quite struck, but you know, all things considered, I think I did an okay job there.
What album was this?
The one I was working on,
Yeah.
Scoop Pixel Dream,
Oh
a side
really?
project. Yeah,
Ah, I freaking okay.
I managed to wrap it up.
I love that album. I'm
It's
happy you
great.
did. Yeah. Really, really happy.
Uh,
Now I'm even madder at the guy.
right.
Great album.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
should we call it now?
we shall.
We shall. All right. See you on the next episode, guys. Hey, 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 don't leave just yet. We got a song in store for you this time from the aforementioned project of Hewkes called
Yes.
Pixel Dream from the album Scoop.
Scoop.
It's a song called Lizardland. I really like this one. This was
Yeah.
one of the songs that really got me when I first listened to this album.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that part. I was just imitating a part of this song to Hughes just now, which is hard because it's like electronic elements and stuff. It's hard to imitate a synthesizer
Yeah.
with the human voice. But it's a I think it's at least twice in the song. This little bit where it goes from
Yeah.
a minor chord to a major chord up to the five down to the sharp 11. We got boo ba ba da ba. I'll do another impression of this for you,
Yeah,
Hughes,
dude,
for your.
go for it. Yeah.
So it's something like that, and it really
Yeah.
reminds me of this awesome Björk song called "Hunter." If anybody knows that one, that's like it's an all-time classic Björk tune. That one's got this it's got this chord progression I think I don't remember and I'm kind of ashamed that I don't remember because I'm a chords guy, but I think it goes from the 1 to the flat 2. And and it has this really kind of almost ghastly quality to it. Let's say like this
I like
haunting,
that. Yeah.
ghost-like kind of sound, and I get the exact same vibe from that bridge in
Yeah.
this song.
And it's
Feels
it's
very
dark. It's
haunting.
it's a tendency of mine to so Ole Kare, the other member of Pixel Dream, he came up with the kind of initial hip hoppy sounding part in the beginning.
Mhm.
Um, so that was most of the songs in this album were started from sort of an idea from him, and then I kind of added a lot of extra stuff on there.
Mhm.
So it was birthed from that, and a tendency of mine is to start with something more friendly and then do some sort of a plot twist later on to really make it darker.
Mm.
So the song starts as kind of like a lo-fi-ish hip hop vibey song in a minor slash Dorian um, key, alternating between the minor and Dorian sound with a lot of ambient and synthy soundscapes in there. And then I bring it into this, you know, experimental drum and bass, um, you know, a lot of different stuff going on there. It was probably one of the most experimental things I had done at this time, while also keeping it listenable. It doesn't sound like
Yeah,
over the
sounds
top to
very
my ears.
accessible.
it is accessible, but it's like it's super complex with a lot of the parts in there. Like a lot of the rhythmic bass parts
Yeah,
in some of the sections are very complex, and
it's
different bass
very
parts.
surprisingly accessible.
Yeah, with that level of complexity to it.
Hmm.
And keeping the melodic elements present and alternating between the light and dark elements as well. I think the part that I remember when I made this synth solo part in there. It sounds a bit like a guitar solo.
Mm.
Um,
Hmm.
that was the part that it was the proudest at that time, probably the proudest moment of, my musical career of what I had created because it just hit that ecstatic feeling for me. Something about that part is just like a sound that I had been shooting for and trying to capture.
I need to listen back now, knowing that.
Yeah, and it's like it's doing some sort of a polyrhythmic pattern, like da 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 da, like 2 and 3 really fast. Tick,
Mm.
tick, 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 like so within just a 4/4. Um, yeah, that's the pattern that's happening there. And it
Hmm.
starts with the synth with the filter closed, and then the filter opens up, and it just expands into
Mm.
this ecstatic sounding solo.
And Hughes at the time was like, "Oh,
Yeah. It
oh,
was also in my stoner days, so I
oh
think
yeah."
there was a lot of weed that went into the creative process there. I don't
So you were
remember
like,
all of
"Oh,
it. Yeah,
oh."
pretty
Like,
much. And then I would smoke and listen to it and go for walks like smoker.
oh my God, I know that vibe, dude. When you're producing something at home, I
Yeah.
mean, not necessarily like with or without weed. I'm talking now, but the just exporting it, bouncing it out of the DAW, sending it to your phone, going for a
Yeah.
walk, listening to it before bed.
Yeah.
Just like whoosh.
And then it's
You're
like,
always
oh,
like,
it's
mm.
just one more time. Just let me
Yeah,
listen
just
to it
one more,
one
just
more.
one more. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep.
Then you listen to it 10 times.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's my favorite part about producing music is that part when you got the thing finished and you're really like happy with it.
that's the pinnacle of artistic egotism. Honestly,
It is
it's
no, but I don't think it's even egotism. I think the egotism is Martin Ball actually helped me to realize this because I was like, well, no, I try not to listen to my own music on trips or whatever because I don't want to be egotistical about it. And he's like, no, that's actually the ego trip is like thinking you shouldn't enjoy your own stuff. Like
uh,
just embracing and loving your own creations. There's nothing egotistical about it. You wouldn't create it if you didn't think it sounds good. So
mhm.
you should just allow yourself to enjoy the music you create. And somewhere along the way, we got this idea in our heads that we were not supposed to enjoy listening to our own music, which I think
Dude.
is
Yeah, and
yeah,
we're not supposed to. There's a lot of stuff that we're not supposed to do, or else
yeah,
we're egotistical.
right,
Like saying that we are good at something.
yeah. It's like
It's
the
like,
kind of
oh,
false humility. It's like, no, I don't. It's that is the pretending. Like if you really
exactly.
enjoy the stuff you
Yeah,
make, just allow yourself to listen to it.
yeah. Man, I've
So
been thinking about that a lot
yeah,
recently. Um, yeah, yeah. Like, because I was sorry for the tangent right
no,
before
no,
we get
we
to the song.
always hear more
But
for more tangents.
well, I was writing my bachelor's thesis last year for the jazz performance degree, which is not a big deal by any means. It's not like an academic thesis or anything. It's just a few pages talking about the music that I recorded and turned in for the graduation.
It's not a humble
Um,
brag for the record.
that I'm a learned musician now.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, you're speaking. You'd better treat me with some respect. You call me Mr. Palmason from this point onwards. This and no, I got these couple of comments from my bass professor because I put in some, or who's my guiding hand through my studies, because I put in some positive comments about my own music in there because it's essentially just supposed to be like analysis of the music that I turned in, right?
Hmm.
So, and in a couple places I was like, yeah, I'm really proud of this thing that I did. And over here, I gotta give myself a little pat on the back because this was kind of nice. The thing that I did over here, the way this chord goes into that one, and la di da. And he was always like, can't be saying that, man. It's a bachelor's thesis. You can't clap yourself on the back. What are you talking about? And
You
I
gotta
literally, I
pretend.
said, I was just like, just give me the lower grade then.
Yeah, that's the right
Whatever.
move. Yeah, if it's true, it's true, you know? Don't gotta like
Yeah.
pretend that.
But he made a good point. He was like, next time we met up in person, he was like, yeah, there's a way to get it across in the subtext, to not be this in your face about it, to
Mhm.
like talk about how well this turned out in some way that subtly gets across that you're proud of it, you
I
know?
don't know. It still
But
feels like it's pretense, you know?
yeah,
It still feels like you're
absolutely.
trying to hide your feelings about something because you don't want it to come off a certain way.
Exactly. You're not being authentic.
Yeah. And I think there's a difference between that and being like, I am the greatest in the world.
Yeah,
Everybody
being like
look at
Kanye
me.
West. Yeah.
Right.
That's definitely too far.
You're
Uh,
right.
but you could argue it's not even, the same thing taken to a
No,
further degree. It's just a totally different phenomenon altogether,
totally. Yeah.
what he's doing.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know
And
where this
he's
comes
he's
from,
made
but
some
it's like,
great music, honestly. He can be proud
yeah.
of himself.
Yeah. I mean, people with huge egos that really believe in themselves, I think that's even probably better than not believing in yourself at all. Right.
Honestly, yeah, like bothers me so much about like some Western cultures. I sense this a lot here in Germany since I moved here, and I've been realizing it more and more that it's really feels very built into the culture here uh to not give yourself too many pats on the back,
Mm-hmm.
because you come across as arrogant.
Right.
Um, and I honestly I understand the aversion to the
Totally.
Kanye West type of characters, of
Or
course.
Donald Trump or whatever, you
But
know.
that, it's so important to recognize that some people are just on an honest quest, being like, "Yeah, that was pretty good what I did," you
Right.
know.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Congrats. Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah,
uh,
exactly. Yeah.
I would say the
That's
same for
perfect.
your song, Lizardland.
Yeah.
Should we should perhaps get to that one now.
Well, one thing to finish on that one is that did you notice the Terence McKenna uh, vocal sample in there?
No, no, I did not. I'll
Oh
have to
shit.
listen back for that one as well.
Anyway, yeah, the name Lizardland comes from there was a speech from him on YouTube called Lizardland where
Really?
he took acid and nothing much happened, and then he went home on his motorbike and he turned on his like electric heater or something as soon as he smoked a joint. And the heater from the sound made a noise like and he does this sound in the talk and yeah, something like
Chanting.
this. And then I took that. I was like, that would be such a great part into a song. So that drum and bass drop comes as he's saying it made a sound like, and then when he does that sound, that is like
Mm.
part of the drop, you know. It's yeah. So look out for
Yeah.
that one.
Okay, okay. I'm going straight back in and listen. I'm listening along with the listeners as they listen to the song now.
Right.
So,
And he went to Lizardland. You can actually, it's a great talk. You should, the listeners, you should go on YouTube and find Terence McKenna Lizardland because it's like it's fascinating his experience with that with the electric
lizards
heater.
and listeners.
Yeah,
Okay.
indeed.
We went to Lizardland.
Yeah, I mean, he went to this whole other dimension where
Okay.
there was this civilization of lizards that had their whole culture, their whole style of clothing and all that stuff,
Intelligent
architecture and
lizards.
yeah, just a whole full-fledged universe of lizard people.
Was it? And he believed it was real?
He didn't make any claims about it. He just
I see.
described the experience, and then he talked about turning on the heater again and trying to replicate the experiment, and nothing of interest happening.
Like when you have you have a dream where you're flying and you wake up, you're like, oh.
So yeah, he's trying to get back there, but Didn't work out.
I had a dream where I was riding a scooter, you know, like a kick bike. Um,
Yeah.
Hlaupahjól. I think that's the word, kick bike, right? When it,
Uh, Maybe. I don't know.
it's like it looks like a Segway, except it's like long and it's got
It's like
wheels on the front and the back.
it's kind of a scooter.
And you just kick your it's kick bike, scooter, whatever. Anyway, I was on one of those things. Even if you have the wrong image in your head, doesn't matter. I was just like in the shopping mall, and I could, if I kicked in a certain way, if I kicked the ground in a certain way, I could fly up into the air inside the shopping mall. And I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh my God, why
Yeah.
did I do that?" And I went back to the ground and I did it again, and I was like, "Oh my God, how did I do that?" And then at some point, like even in the dream, it stopped working, and I was like, "Ah, the magic is gone."
Right. You
So that
can't
was
get too
Terence.
excited about it. You can't come from a point of trying usually.
Exactly.
But that's a topic for another day. Lucid dreams and interesting dream experiences. I'd love to dive
Yeah,
into that.
down for that.
But but for now, enjoy Lizardland.